What is Newton's law? Newton's laws of motion are three fundamental principles formulated by Sir Isaac Newton that describe how objects move and interact with forces. These laws are the foundation of classical mechanics and explain motion in our daily lives, from vehicles to space travel. Newton's three laws of motion, with real-life examples. 1. Newton's first law. The law of inertia statement. An object at rest stays at rest, and an object in motion stays in motion with the same speed and direction unless acted upon by an external force. Explanation. This law states that objects resist changes in motion unless a force is applied. If an object is stationary, it will remain still. If it is moving, it will continue moving at the same speed and direction unless another force, like friction, gravity, or a push, affects it. Real-life example: car braking suddenly. When a moving car suddenly stops, passengers feel a forward jolt. Their bodies want to keep moving due to inertia, even though the car has stopped. Seat belts provide the necessary force to stop them from moving forward. A ball on the ground. A ball on the ground remains still unless someone kicks it. Once kicked, it moves and eventually slows down due to friction with the ground. 2. Newton's second law. The law of acceleration. F(x)ma statement. The force acting on an object is equal to the mass of the object multiplied by its acceleration. F equals ma. The acceleration of an object depends on the force applied to it and its mass. Heavier objects require more force to move compared to lighter objects. If the same force is applied to two objects of different masses, the lighter one will accelerate more. Real-life example: pushing a bicycle versus a motorcycle. If you push both a lightweight bicycle and a heavy motorcycle with the same force, the bicycle moves faster, while the motorcycle barely moves. This is because the motorcycle has more mass and requires more force to accelerate. Throwing a ball. If you throw a small rubber ball and a heavy bowling ball with the same force, the rubber ball moves farther and faster because it has less mass. 3. Newton's third law. Action and reaction statement. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Explanation. When one object applies force on another, the second object applies an equal force in the opposite direction. This principle explains why forces always come in pairs. Real-life example: rocket launch. When a rocket fires its engines, it pushes hot gases downward. In reaction, the rocket moves upward with the same force, overcoming Earth's gravity. Jumping off a boat. If you jump off a small boat onto a dock, the boat moves backward in the water because of the force you applied to push yourself forward. Conclusion: Newton's laws of motion explain how objects move and interact with forces in everyday life.